welcome everybody to our Bay Area Housing Market Town Hall. Today is May 18th. Before we start, as always, I want to encourage everybody to subscribe so you get notified as soon as the recording is ready to be viewed. Now, I know you guys are here, want to listen to the state of the market, and I know a lot of people are wondering, where did the buyers go? I just kind of took a screenshot of this from the MLS. We haven't seen this in a while now. We always talk about, oh gosh, properties will sell within the week. You usually see single digit numbers on our MLS and then it's gone. But all of a sudden, in the last 2, 3, 4 weeks, we started seeing more double digits number. The homes don't sell right after first weekend of open houses. And we were wondering what happened, right? And I'm sure if you have gone to open houses the last couple of weekends, you probably have seen that it's not as busy as before. So of course, there are a lot of factors that's going into it, but let's just take a look at the local market stats, the prices, inventory, sold over list ratios, days on market, mortgage rate projections, and also, of course, Oscar is going to share with us the macroeconomics so that we can understand how that can affect our housing market as well. Let's start with Santa Clara County. Now, Santa Clara County, if we look at single family residents, the closed sales was 1,051. It had gone up 8.5% from just a month ago. And the condo and townhomes number of closed sales was 556 units, and it had gone up 6.5%. But compared to a year ago, we actually went down 16.1% and 2.5% for condo and townhomes. The median sales price has gone up 1.6% from March, and the April median sales price has gone up to $1.95 million. As for condo and townhomes, it also has broke the $1 million mark a couple months ago, and now is at $1.04 million. So have gone up 1.2%, but it's actually went up double digits, 18.2% from last year and 17% from condo and for condo and townhomes. And these numbers are really tremendous. In a way, we didn't really expect that it's going to go up that much from just 1 year ago. In terms of average days on the market, you see that the average days on the market is 10 days for both single family and condo and townhomes. We definitely selling a lot faster compared to a year ago. And again, I just want to remind everybody that this is statistics as of April 30th. So it does not include the statistic from May yet. And you see that the sales price to list price ratio, we kind of topped around March of 2022 at about 15% over asking price. While last year, it was just still under 10% over asking price mostly until January 2022, all of a sudden it shot up. Number of days on the market, of course, you see that it used to be 14 days all the way to 18 days in December, but it really dramatically dropped down to 10 days on the market on average in Santa Clara County. And this is based on 17,000 listings. As for San Mateo County, single family residential, the median sales price at $2.25 million and went up to 9.2% compared to last month. And it's 12 days, just slightly more than March. And also it has 445 units sold and it went up 7.23% compared to March. And for condominiums and townhomes, the median sales price is $1.08 million. It had gone up 15.7% from last month. I remember last month, actually, the condo prices actually was lower than the Santa Clara County condo prices, but then this month it has shot above Santa Clara condominium and townhomes median sales price. But average days on the market is about 18 days on the market, and there were 166 units sold. Is actually slightly less than the month of March. As for the sales price to list price ratio, it's the same thing that we see. It had topped out around March timeframe, but it actually started to come down around April, but still well over 10% over asking price. May, of course, we are not. This is the numbers that I just pulled today. So it's as of May 18th. This one, we're seeing that it's still about 12.5% over asking price as of May. But then in terms of number of days, it's about 14 days on the market. Now we're looking at Alameda County as well. You see that here is the number of sales from June of 2021 down to April of 2022 has gone down quite a bit. And again, well, this looks like it's a lot, but then we are only 18 days. We still have about 13 days more to go. It does look like it dropped quite a bit, but we will see until the end of month and see how much more it can increase. But it looks like the number of sales that is probably going to be slightly lower than the month of April. And as for the median sales price, it has gone up from 1.495 to 1.53 for Alameda County. Now, for condominium and townhomes, same thing. We kind of see like a pretty big drop in terms of the number of sales. But again, it's only 18 days worth of sales that we are looking at. But the price, it is still going up to $822,500 from $800,000 last month. And if we look at the sales price to list price ratio in April of 2021, it had gone above 18% over asking price. That's a lot. It's more than Santa Clara and also more than San Mateo County. And I know a lot of people, if you're in Alameda County, you know how hot it is because there were so much movements going from the west of the peninsula area, the South Bay area, and moving to the East Bay area for bigger homes. Of course, it has come down a little bit, but it's still, we're talking about still 16% over asking price in the month of May. And this is Contra Costa. The price actually has dropped slightly. The median price dropped down to $982,500. And in terms of the number of sales, again, that we topped out in March of 2022. But this side for condominium and townhomes, the condominium pricing also dropped a little bit as of May right now is $650,000. So it's kind of interesting that we see Contra Costa right now, as of today, the median sales price has dropped compared to the month of April, even though we don't have full pictures yet for the month of May, but it's just so far as of May 18, we do see a slight drop in the price. And in terms of their sales price to list price ratio, April was the peak for them. It was 11% over asking price. And so far as of May 18th, again, it dropped down to about slightly below 9% over asking price. Now we're looking at number of active listings and versus the contingent and pending listings for Santa Clara County over here and San Mateo County. These charts are pretty similar. What I want to show you guys is that even though I know this is a partial month, we're looking at a number of contingent and pending listings, meaning that looking at how many offers have been accepted during this time, comparing the number of active. Again, even though this is partial, it's just that we see such a big gap over here. I feel like even if we are going into end of May, this gap is probably still going to be pretty high. Well, typically we have seen that is that the pending is actually a lot more than the active for the past few months, right? But then over here, I don't know if we are going to be able to catch up to the number of active listings, meaning that we may have more active listings, more inventory on the market than people are writing offers right now. And then see again here, Alameda County and Contra Costa County, same thing. But I think Contra Costa County, it probably will be able to catch up a little bit, but then this is a pretty big gap for Alameda County. So we are seeing definitely seeing like a lot less people on the market to purchase and making offers right now. As a matter of fact, I think we just from our own team alone, a lot of our buyers have talking about pausing home buying for now because they are not sure about where the economy is going. And then what does that mean though to the sellers? Because for the sellers who are putting their property on the market right now, then they have to make some more educated decision whether they should withdraw the property or they should reduce their pricing, or maybe they should just wait until a few months later before they list. Well, let's take a look at what people have been doing. We look at Santa Clara County, San Mateo County, Alameda County, and Contra Costa County. And we are looking at how many units or how many listings have a decrease in their list price. So in January, there were very few, of course, as the February go, March, April, all of a sudden we just keep going, increasing a lot more number of listings having their list price decreased during this time. And this is only 18 days. So May 1st to May 18th, as you see here, we already have a lot more compared to the whole month of April. And this is across board for all 4 counties. So just in 18 days, we have 210 listings have dropped their price for Santa Clara County compared to 167 for the whole month of April. And of course, way more compared to January and February. And then same thing for San Mateo County, we have 82 listings that dropped their prices compared to whole month of 73 in April, 204 listings in Alameda County compared to full month of April, and then 246 listings in Contra Costa County compared to 224 listings in April. And as of how many listings, so some of the sellers might say, like, I just want to withdraw right now because just because the market slowed down or maybe they don't have the offer doesn't mean that they are willing to sell lower. Some of the sellers might say, I just want to withdraw and wait for the market to come back before we put it back on, or they just completely out of the market. So here we can take a look at, again, we see that in Santa Clara County in 18 days, we see 144 listings have been withdrawn from the market compared to only 45 in January. And then for San Mateo County, we have 61 listings compared to 39. So you see Santa Clara County, there's a lot more compared to San Mateo County, even though in January they are very similar in numbers. As of Alameda County, we have 184 for the 18 days. It hasn't beat the whole 244 units in the entire month of April, but it is almost the same number for the entire month of March already. And as for Contra Costa, we have 134 units versus 140 units for the full month of April. So this is something that you can see from these withdrawn listing. Now, a little bit of maybe a tip to some buyers just to understand, maybe working with your realtors, is that some of the withdrawn listings doesn't mean that they are not selling anymore. They still want to sell. So it might be worth it to look at these withdrawn listings, ask your realtors to look for these withdrawn listings and approach the listing agents to see if they're willing to sell still or not. And as for the Battleground for the month of April, it's very different. Besides this part, San Leandro has a asking for $599,000. Of course, everybody jumped on it. They had 35 offers, went up to $839,000. But everything else, you'll see that there's only single digit of number of offers, right? We don't see these crazy 20 offers, 30 offers anymore. And a lot of them actually is just one offer. So you know that this month of May, that's where we see that it's almost like a transition period where we start saying, oh, there's one offer. They still want to come in and bid for the property. They are still pretty aggressive. Look at this one. They're still $100,000 over the asking price. But we started to, as month of May, we're starting to see like buyers are really trying to negotiate a lot more, starting to include more contingency on their offer. So one month of May, I think, is the month that there's like really a major shift where there's some people still like in this mindset, it's like, I need to get something in. And then there's also an other group of buyers kind of say like, you know what, I'm just going to wait and see. Now, I would like to ask for your feedback. The first question is that, what do you think the Bay Area housing prices will be like in the next 6 months? Do you think it would, by next 6 months, the pricing will be increasing 10%, more than 10% from 2021 level, or increasing 5.1 to 10%, increasing 1 to 5%? Or we'll say pretty close, probably no change, or it's going to be less than 2021 level, 1 to 5, 5.1 to 10% less, or more than 10% less. All right. Oh, somebody think that it's going to be more than 10% less than 2021 level. But nobody think that it's going to be more than 10% from 2021 level. So it looks like 40% of you think that it's going to be about between 1 to 5% less than 2021 level. So that's not bad, actually. But then there's still quite a bit. I would say, let me add, 38% of you think that it will be higher. Just that it's going to be more single digit percentage increase from 2021 level. Great. And then how do you feel about Bay Area housing market in general? Oh, that makes me feel so happy to see this number. 76, well, let's say 41% of you very confident still, 35% somewhat confident, 18% of you starting to lose confidence, and 6% I lost all confidence, but I'm stuck here. But I'm so glad that nobody said I'm out of here. So this is great. I appreciate you guys participating in this poll, because this kind of gives us a sense of what people are thinking in terms of the Bay Area housing market. I kind of want to remind everybody again, it's just that we hear a lot of buyers saying that we're taking a pause and buying. They didn't say that I'm out, I'm not going to buy anymore. So thank you so much for participating in this. Let's quickly go over the mortgage loan updates now. I want to share with you guys February 2022 for high balance conforming 30 years fixed. it was at 3.75%. And then April, also it jumped up to 4.875. I think that was the time when everybody was like, oh my God, what just happened? All of a sudden now I might have a less loan amount being pre-approved for, and then they have to get a new pre-approval letter. There are some people who said like, well, you know what, it's not going to affect me too much. I'll just put a little bit more down payment. May 2022 has gone up to 5.5% now. So from February to April, it has gone up 1.125%. And mortgage rate. And then from April to May, it has gone up another 0.625%. That's a total of 1.75% in the mortgage rate. So it's definitely a shock to a lot of people. So many people are so used to seeing the threes. Now they're seeing fives. So this is also another reason why so many people in May, especially, they just kind of back off like, oh, I don't really want to buy right now. I'm going to wait to see what will happen to the mortgage rates and also the economy. And then jumbo loan, because jumbo loan is so big here in the Bay Area, I want to go over the mortgage rate. The jumbo loan for 30 years fixed was 3.375 back in February 2022. And in April, it was 4.125. And then May 2022, it gone up to 4.75. Is interestingly for jumbo loan, it didn't go up as much. It went up a 3/4 point from February to April 2022. And then from April to May, it went up 0.625%. So a total of about 1.375% for jumbo loan. And what about all these agencies, right? We've been tracking them: Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, Mortgage Bankers Association, National Association of Realtors. And you see this time the whole chart is just red because every single agencies have adjusted their projections. Freddie Mac, they have gone up over 100 basis points on their projections since October. And this is talking about they went from 3.7% for 2022 3Q. Now they're projecting 4.8 and the 5%. Ongoing forward from 2022 4Q all the way to 2023 2Q is going to be about 5%. And then Fannie Mae is 4.5 across the board, but they have gone up from February projections and have gone up about 60 to 70 basis points. And Mortgage Bankers Association also has gone up about 30-40 basis points since the projections in February. And as for National Association of Realtors, because the last projections was in November 2021, it also has gone up about 160 basis points for 3Q 2022. But then they are projecting that the mortgage rate is going to stay about 5.3, 5.4 all the way to 2023 2Qs. So I thought this is really interesting. Every single agency has gone up on their projections. Now it's your turn. How high do you think the 30 years mortgage rate is going to hit? And then when will the mortgage rate start to come back down again? If you guys have some of your insight, would love to hear from you guys. All right, so it sounds like it's kind of all over from 5.5 all the way to 7-8%. Hopefully we don't go that high, but this is probably a good time to bring in Oscar then to share with us a little bit more about the macroeconomics. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, make some comments, because we're going to keep you posted on the most updated real estate news, housing market data, and also real estate tips and advice from all over the real estate industry. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.